I came to the cemetery and everything is already marked off for you. All these flags. And this stuff. So, since I put this stuff here, I'm gonna take it until you're here, and I'll redecorate. I just don't know how you could be gone. I know your visitation is tomorrow, but I doubt your son or anybody would want me there. But now, instead of decorating for just your husband, I have to do it for both of you. Now, it's hard, even though everything went bad between me and your son. I still loved you like a mom. You always treated me right. You always treated my kids right. But now you're both gone. And I'm so afraid to go to your viewing. Even though I didn't get to tell Felipe goodbye, I wanted to tell you goodbye. But I don't know. People are gonna get upset. But just know you'll be missed. Please give my baby a hug. My grandson a hug. And I can tell with all these flags, Marina, like all of these flags, you were well loved, and you're going to have a lot of people. I had so many stories the other day. I literally went to sleep and felt somebody walk in my room and touch me and give me a kiss on my forehead like you used to every night before you went to bed. Oh my God. This is just hard. I know you're at peace. I know you're in God's arms. I know you're with your husband. But it's just hard that you're gone. You taught me how to make your bread that nobody can make. You taught me how to make the fried cauliflower that we lied to the kids and said that they were chicken nuggets. And then they asked, well, why are we putting salsa on the chicken nuggets and beans? Who eats chicken nuggets like that? And you said, that's how we do it here. You'll like it. For kids that didn't like vegetables, they loved the cauliflower. And the time that I made the bread with you, because Junior wanted it, it's a little crispy, but it was still good. Look at the two birds. I know you two are together. or the time that you asked me to take you to the old house on the west side in the Tahoe, knowing that Junior didn't like us going to the Kings Canyon Walmart because he was always afraid something happened, or to Fashion Fair, or to anywhere else. And you asked me to take you, and I said, if Junior finds out, I'm gonna get in trouble. Like, he's gonna get upset that I took you over there, something's gonna happen. But you said, please just take me one last time. Just take me one last time. And I took you, and we sat there. We saw how pretty all the flowers were. You told me about the story of you guys getting the house and the church. And then we had got corn, and the corn got messy and got all over the Tahoe. So I had to clean it really fast, because if I would have cleaned it at the house, Junior would have saw what happened to the Tahoe, because if anything got on the seats, he would get upset. And I said, if I take you, please don't tell him I took you. And you said, Mija, I won't tell him anything. I won't tell him. I'll keep a secret. And then you said, he doesn't even know when I water on the days I'm not supposed to. And I told you, yeah, he does. He has a camera. He sees you. And he sees you, and you got a ticket, remember? And you said, oh yeah. I said, yeah, so he saw you watering, so you can't, on the camera, so you can't say you weren't watering. So, but you really can't tell him that I took you. And you said, no, I'll just pretend that nothing happened. I won't even bring it up. I said, okay, please make sure, because I don't want to get in trouble. And she said, remember when Junior used to get mad at me and Felipe? After church, we would go and visit people, and the car broke down on Olive or something like that coming home. And he told you guys not to go to Kings Canyon, Walmart, and stuff like that because it was so dangerous. And you told him, we're fine. God will protect us. And you told me, we'll be fine. God will protect us. I took you. I took you. I used to take you to get your hair done and your nails with me. Then I asked you, why did you and your husband sit there and count planes, 50, 60, 70, 80 planes at night? You said, Mija, at our age, we're lucky we can even see the planes. But it's not about how much you do. It's about what you do with the person you're with, your husband. The little things are what matter. So counting planes, watering with him, it was your guys' time together. That's why we counted planes. And I said, okay. Okay. And then the times when you guys used to go to church on Saturday, and you would iron your clothes, iron his clothes, and I would make dinner, because before sundown, or after sundown on Friday till Sunday, you couldn't do anything. And you would take a shower, whatever, and then you would ask me, literally like an hour before sundown, Mija, can you dye my hair? Can you paint my nails? So I would do it because you had church the next day and I wanted you to look good. And I did it. And you went over a couple times, but you're like, it's okay, God won't mind. I said, okay. But you always waited to the last minute for me to do it. Always. But I still did it. And then the time Felipe was watching TV after dark on, during your Sabbath time, and you got mad and you told him, you can't be watching TV until blah, 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 it's Sabbath. And he said, But it's okay for you to go over on time to do stuff. But me watching TV, I get in trouble for it, but when you do it, you don't get in trouble for it. And you said, "Hi, Felipe." And you would always wear your watch. Always your watch. Always wear your watch. All the time. All the time you wore that watch. And then the time, remember, when Junior wasn't home and you kept calling for Felipe after when you were taking a nap to turn the TV down because it was too loud and you were trying to take a nap and he couldn't hear you, and eventually you fell asleep, and then you woke up in a panic asking to see where he was, and he was still like watching TV with it full blast. And you asked him, "Where are your hearing aids? Why do you have this so loud?" And he said, "Oh, I don't know. They don't work." And so you had me check them, to check the battery, check everything. I go and check everything and put it back in his ear and test him, hold one ear and then the other one to see if it makes noise. And he tells me, "They work. I just took them out and turned them off because I didn't want to hear her. I didn't want to hear Madi." And I'm like, "Well, that's not nice because she was calling you." And you're like, and he said, "I know, but sometimes it's a good thing to have hearing aids because you can take them out and pretend that you don't hear anybody." And then Madi told you, "Well, if you don't have your hearing aid on, how can you hear the TV?" And you told her, "I didn't say I was hearing the TV. I said I was watching the TV. You don't need to hear. I don't need my hearing aids on to watch the TV." And he's like, and you're like, "Ay, Felipe, ay, Felipe." Or when he would go outside in the hot and you would try to get him in and he wouldn't listen. And you would come tell me, "Mija, go tell him to come in because it's hot. He's going to get sick. And go tell him Junior said to come in because then he'll come in." And I'm like, okay, I'll go tell him that Junior said to come in, but he's a little stubborn and he likes to be outside. She's like, no, just go tell him. So I go out there and I say, "Felipe, it's hot. You need to come inside." And Junior said you can't be outside because it's too hot. You can pass out, whatever. And he said, "No, it's not Junior. It's Madi." And I'm like, can you just come in? And he did. And then remember his sugar, we could never figure out why it was so high until we figured out that he was eating the fresh fruit outside, spiking his sugars up high. And then we finally figured it out. But of course, he still liked eating the fruit out there, so no matter what, we just had to give him extra insulin. Or the time when it was dinner time, when you would always ask, "What does he want?" Juice, water, coffee, or the soda. And I used to get the little soda cans all the time. And he would tell you, I want a Pepsi." And you would tell him, "No, Felipe, you can't. You're diabetic. You can't have that." And he told you, "It's not going to hurt me. It's not going to hurt me." And you would pour it in a cup and add water to it, and then you would keep the can and finish it off. And then the one time he got up off the table and he saw that you had put water in his soda, and while you were away, he got the other half of the little soda of yours and he drank your soda instead of the soda with the water that you put in there. And you asked him, "Why did you drink it?" And he said, "Why'd you water down my soda? If I want a soda, I want a soda." And you're like, "Ay, Felipe." But there's all of these stories, and now you're gone. I remember you used to sit there after he passed and read the Bible on how beautiful heaven was, how much you missed your husband, and how many times we would come on Sunday and decorate his headstone, and I made sure it was all cleaned up, had flowers. And I still do. the best that I can. I still try to decorate for the holidays. I still try. But now I'm gonna have to do it for both of you. And then your birthday is just in a few days. But I promise I'll put your favorite flowers. I'll keep it decorated as best I can for you. Oh my God. And remember how happy you were at the new house when all your church friends came over? And they loved the new house and it made you guys so happy. But before they came, you asked me, tell Junior to put a door in the bathroom. Tell Junior to put a door over here because I want everything to look nice when my friends come from church. And so I did. And you're like, he'll listen to you, he won't listen to me. So he put it. And your friends just loved it. And you loved that house so much. But you were also so used to cooking in your trailer at the old house that when you guys moved, Junior said, we're not taking the trailer. And I told him, no, you got to take the trailer because your mom's used to that trailer. Like, she cooks breakfast out there, she brings it in. Like, you can't take that away from her. You need to take it over there. And he's like, really, we got to take this over there? And I'm like, just take it. And you cooked in it every morning for 2 weeks. And then finally you said, Mija, I have a kitchen. I have a big kitchen. I could cook it. And I said, yes, you do. And you stopped cooking in there. You stopped cooking in there. And then after we had moved into the house, it was New Year's Eve and we sent the kids to bed. And we told them, go to bed, we'll wake you up when it gets close to midnight. And you guys go to sleep and we'll wake you up. So I think all of us had fallen asleep. Me, Felipe, the kid, you, and your husband. And then we woke up because we heard you in the kitchen and you were making panuelos. And he said, it's 11:30, go wake up the kids. So I woke them up. You gave them each panuelos, like 2 or 3. And you gave them each a bottle of apple cider. So, you know, the boys were already hyper as heck, and then even more hyper after the panuelos. And they literally wouldn't go to bed until like 3 o'clock after they were already up. And you said, next time, we're just going to tape the New Year's and then tell them that we forgot to wake them up, but then replay it in the morning so that way they don't stay up like that again. But you always treated them so good. You always helped me the best way you could. And then you would tell me, don't tell Junior that Raquel took me to Fashion Fair because he'll get mad. He gets mad if you go to Fashion Fair. I go, I won't tell him. Just please be careful. Please be careful. And then the time when I had to start giving you baths and it was hard for you to let me help you because you were really modest and it was hard for you to let me help you, but you let me help you. You let me put the lotion, you know, bathe you up, wash your hair, put lotion on you and your perfume and comb your hair and put it up. But everything had to go in a certain order, how you liked everything done, everything put on, everything. Like, you know, you wanted your lotion on and everything. I know they're gonna throw away these flowers and this stuff, but I don't want to throw away because I know they're going to take this headstone out. I can't throw them away, but I put them here and I don't want somebody else to throw them away. I have all of these flowers and all these little decorations. I don't want to throw them away. I had even a little, I don't know if you can see it, the little bicycle, because remember, you like the bicycles, so I got one. I don't want to throw it away. These bells are from Thanksgiving. This is from Christmas. This is just hard. But I know that you're in heaven, the most beautiful place, and you're with your husband. It's just hard to believe that you're gone. You were almost going to be 85. And I know your family won't miss you. I know they will. And when you used to still try to cook and help me cook and tell me how to cook things, and I would pretend like I didn't know how, just to let you tell me how. You always tell me, oh, make sure you add salt, make sure you add this, make sure you add that. And I would. And then the time that we made bread, when I asked you for the recipe, you can tell me, oh, 3 cups of the wheat flour, 1 cup of this, 1 cup of that, and a pinch of this, a teaspoon of this, and a pinch of that. And I literally went and put a pinch of, I don't know if it was baking soda or baking powder and salt. I don't know if I literally put a pinch. And you're like, no, mija, a pinch. And you literally took your hand like this with stuff and put it in there. And I said, that's a handful. And you're like, no, that's a pinch. Don't worry, it'll be fine. And it was. And then when you used to make those little cookies, the conitos or hornitos, and then it would take like 3 days to do the dough, because I think you put sour cream or something like that in there. And then you finally found the shortcut with the croissants, and you would make them for me for my birthday. Oh my God. I know you're so happy to be back with your husband, and we'll miss you both. But now you're back with God, in God's hands. And when my grandson passed, he told me, don't hate God for him taking him. He was sick, and God protected him. You can't be mad at God. And then you told me he was God's baby. He was God's baby first. God just took him back. He let you have him for a little bit, but he took him back. And now God took you back. The little bird is over here every time I mention Jason's name. There's that little bird. You see? Every time. And I know you're up there past the stars and the moon. Every day I've been thinking about you from when I came out here. And now they're gonna have to put your date like Felipe's. The cross is gone. Once they lay you, I'll come put the cross down again. I don't know what to do with all these flowers. I don't know if I should go put them in the empty baby ones. If I should throw them away. I don't know. But I know if I showed up for visitation, I don't know. I might get yelled at. I might get told to leave. I don't know what to do, Marina. So I came out here, and they have so many flags that are blocked off for you. So many of them. Like literally so many. And I know tomorrow they're gonna come take this headstone out. And you're gonna be with your husband. And I'm afraid to go over there and tell you goodbye, because I don't want your family to yell at me. Isaiah wanted to go with me to tell you goodbye, but out of respect, I don't know what to do, Marina, so I came here. It would have hurt me if I would have came and these flowers were thrown away and all this stuff. So I came to collect them. But I promise, after you're buried, I will come put 2 lights out here. Until they put your headstone back, I will put 2 lights out here. I will put some flowers out here. But you know how they clean up on the 2nd and 4th Wednesday? They'll probably remove them, but I'll keep putting them. And on your birthday, I'll come tie balloons to them. I won't leave your headstone empty, even while your headstone is gone. I'll make sure, and even while it's gone, that you'll have lights, that you'll have decorations until they put your headstone back. And I promise to keep it decorated. Thank you for everything you've done for me, for loving me the way you did. Thank you for everything. All of our talks. You and Felipe. Thank you so much. I know you're not counting planes, but you're counting beautiful angels. In heaven. there's just so much to say. How I just think of you every night since I found out you were gone. By this little flag being over there on the ground. And I was like, what is going on? And I picked it up and saw your name. That's how I knew you were gone. But you want to know the funny thing? This is a funny thing. When I came today, from my car to your husband's headstone, like literally, there are white petals. Literally, white petals from my car all the way to the headstone. Like, was that your sign for me? Oh God, I don't know what to do with these flowers. It's gonna hurt me to throw them away. It's gonna hurt me. Thank you for being that mom figure to me that I didn't have. I will always think of you as my mom, as my mother-in-law, whether I'm with your son or not. I'll come out here and play songs like I do for Felipe. Just don't know what else. And how much I could never keep nothing. I can never keep nothing alive. I couldn't grow something or keep anything alive if I tried. I always had to have something fake because it never stayed alive. And I'm like, you would teach me how to garden and water, and I would say, I kill everything. I kill everything. I don't know how to keep nothing alive. I couldn't even keep anything alive. No flower. No matter if it was a flower that died and could come back, I couldn't keep it alive. And I said, I don't know how to do this. I think I water too much. I don't water enough. Or what? But everything dies. And you said, no, everything's alive. You're just not doing it right. You have to water and be gentle with them, and you'll be fine. Then afterwards, when I used to do the yard work, after Felipe died, I started buying plants, kept them alive. I kept them alive, nothing died. Because I listened to what you said, and then sometimes we snuck in extra watering days just because you wanted something watered. But Junior probably saw it on the video, but then just gave up. I don't know. I would water in the morning, at night. And then you see over there, you see that light? I don't know if you can see that light. You see that light that's lit up over there? All of a sudden that light came on as I'm talking to you. I'm gonna make sure you have a light. It's getting dark over here. It's almost 9 o'clock. But I love you, Marina. I'll miss you. And I love you.